what could be the risks? I mean, yeah, you could get some people angry or mad at us. They haven't been so good to us anyway. I mean, let's see how things are here. 70% of people, they don't even have a bank account. So some banks may be upset, yeah, but they are not taking care of 70% of our people. I mean, it's not like we're doing good in the old system, so why not try a new system that it looks good to me. I mean, for me, it looks bulletproof.
Hi guys, it's Steve from Disruptive Wealth Creation. Today we are looking at El Salvador and the story so far with regard to Bitcoin. Stay to the end and find out if Bitcoin really is bulletproof. So, after 20 years of having the US dollar, El Salvador still remains one of the poorest countries in Central America. 70% of the population remain unbanked. A quarter of the money sent home from abroad makes up the GDP. The average wage in El Salvador is $4,000 per year. And as the US government prints more and more dollars, the cost of living gets harder and harder for people in El Salvador. So like the president said, what have they got to lose? For El Salvador, the Bitcoin story starts in 2019, when an anonymous American wanted to start a small-scale Bitcoin economy in the coastal town of El Zonte in El Salvador. He suggested this idea to a Californian surfer named Michael Peterson, who frequented the coastal town, and he accepted the offer to set up the necessary infrastructure to bring Bitcoin to the 3,000 residents. In 2020, the first Bitcoin ATM was installed. However, it was not until the pandemic that things really took off for Bitcoin. Locals decided to give Bitcoin a go, and by the end of 2020, 90% of El Zonte was using Bitcoin. El Zonte got its own Bitcoin Beat wallet, and the town was nicknamed Bitcoin Beach. Jack Mahler, the CEO of Strike, remembers sitting in a restaurant and getting a tweet from the brother of the president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele. He wanted help with the adoption of Bitcoin, and in particular with the Strike app. Jack Mahler agreed to help and then went on to announce at El Salvador's entry into Bitcoin legal tender on the 7th of September at the Miami Bitcoin Conference 2021.
And the true crime is that there's over 2 million Salvadorians that live in the United States. And people are leaving because of the economic instability and the lack of economic support. The lack of economic opportunity. What that does is it causes individuals to rely on crime and violence, and it ruins the security of the country. And it's generated a tremendous immigration problem. But if you rewind those steps, if you can fix the money, you can fix the world. If we can provide economic stability, economic opportunity, financial inclusion, and if we can build an asset that is defended by an open distributed network, and we have cyber hornets that will fight on that hill and die on that hill and protect it, and we can fix that, then they won't have to resort to crime and violence. They won't be subject to the intermediary financial system that's taking 50% of their remittance. They won't have immigration problems, and they can love the country that they were born in.
So what has changed now? And what is El Salvador doing now that is going to improve their economy, get people out of debt and crime, and make people love their country so they do not have to go abroad to work in the USA? As we know, the savings made from remittance charges will bring more money into the country. Under the law now, Bitcoin can be used to pay for all goods and services, taxes, past and present, and also debt. The government has set up a $150 million trust fund to facilitate USD dollars and Bitcoin convertibility in its country. It is also continuing with the infrastructure projects of installing more ATMs and places where you can convert your US dollars to Bitcoin and vice versa. All businesses under El Salvadorian law have to accept Bitcoin. If they do not want to keep it, they can convert it to the US dollar with help from the government. With Bitcoin, there is no capital gains tax. And also the government is providing training and education for both individuals and institutions on Bitcoin. Another incentive is that anybody who buys 3 Bitcoins in El Salvador, including buying a property, will get permanent residency in El Salvador, and there's no property tax to pay. The president is already looking at mining Bitcoin from the volcanoes in El Salvador. On the downside, there have been some protests against Bitcoin, especially from older people worried about their pensions. There is also a lot of FUD that's going around, and there's a lot of vested interests who stand to lose a lot of money if countries like El Salvador get emancipated from their financial slavery. So finally, what is making Bitcoin bulletproof? Well, if you invest in the government Bitcoin wallet, the El Salvador government is the custodian. As long as the government does not interfere in the same way that the SEC is doing in the USA with Coinbase, things will look good for the time being. However, long-term investors should think about having their own crypto wallets. I hope you've enjoyed this video. They come out every Tuesday and Saturday. Please like and subscribe for more content. Thank you, and see you in the next one.